Hi there, it's Tom Morgan from thoughtstuff.co.uk, and on this video I want to show you the live view of the UniFi video system. Now I recently did a review of the Ubiquiti UniFi video system and you can go and watch that. It's on a different YouTube video. However, one of the comments and questions that I got back was around how live view works and how it works with multiple cameras and what the layout looks like and how configurable and customizable it is. So I thought rather than trying to reply in the comments, it would be easier just to knock up another short video just to show you. All right, so this is the UniFi video dashboard. And what I'm going to do first of all is just go straight to live view because this is the default setting. Now, if you've watched my review, then you'll know that actually in the review I only used 2 cameras. And the reason for that is that I haven't got around to mounting the third. I've only got 3 cameras and I'd only mounted 2 of them. But I've plugged the third one in just for the purposes of this video so you can see what it looks like with 3 cameras. And immediately you can see it's defaulted to like a 4 camera display and you can see them all on the screen at the same time. Now we do have some options here to change how this looks. So if I go to edit view, now I can change that layout. So I can change to a 6 camera layout, for instance. I can go to a 7 camera. I don't have to have all these cameras, but it's changing the layout so I can see what it would look like. And I can go all the way up to a 26 camera layout. I'm going to go back to a 6 camera layout for the moment because I quite like this where you've got one primary and then these other ones down here. And what's interesting is that you can configure these. So down here on each of these little squares, there's a little plus icon next to a camera. So if I click that, I can choose. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to choose that garage inside one as well. So now I've got in the small pictures on the right hand side, one of each of 3 cameras. And the reason I'm going to do that is for this big picture, if I go to advanced, I actually have some options around showing multiple feeds. So I can add into this the other 2 cameras that I have, and then I can choose how they cycle. So I can choose to cycle on motion, but for this I'm just going to choose a time interval, and I'm going to choose quite a short one just so you can see how it looks. So I choose a time interval of 5 seconds, and then obviously this main picture then is going to flip over between all the different cameras that I've got. So that's useful if you just want to monitor in a larger picture. You have all of them, all the cameras on separate feeds in smaller picture, and then the main one going through. You can actually then save. You can change how these look and the layouts and stuff, and you can then choose to save up here. The other thing you can do is go full screen. So once I've saved, there's a full screen button here. And then that goes kind of fully full screen like so. One of the things that's different from the video I did as well was around the watermarking. So you can see there's a Ubiquiti watermark here, and then a date and time stamp and a description here. I'll just show you quickly what I did for the video. For each of these cameras, you can edit the on-screen display. Now, for the video, if you go and look at the video, you'll notice I put on this override message and I turned off the timestamp. And that was purely really to make a nicer video experience. So I had that on the feed so it was obvious, where the video is coming from, easier to see. And then I wanted to take the timestamp off just because that way I wasn't time limiting the video and it wouldn't become a distraction. But for normal use, I tend to keep the timestamp on, and I keep the watermark on because why not? So yeah, the other thing you can do under here is add a new view. So I can make an entirely new view, and so I can choose. Here's a nice way actually of seeing all the different layouts. But let's say I want a 9 camera view. I can then choose which cameras I want in each of these views. And obviously I'm going to run out of cameras pretty quickly, but I can go and add the same camera again if I really want to, and then I can save that. Oh, no I can't, I need to give it a name. Let's just do that, and give it a new name like that, and we're done. So that's a kind of a bit of a whistle-stop tour of the live view. Let's go back to that one, my new favourite, I think. Yeah, bit of a whistle-stop tour of how it looks on the desktop, and let's go full screen again. You might imagine that's how you might have a dedicated PC for it or whatever. So yeah, a bit of a whistle-stop tour. The other thing I want to show you as well is how it looks on the mobile application. Alright, so this is the mobile application, and you can see the 3 cameras here. The multi-view button is at the top, so if I hit the multi-view button, you can see the 3 cameras shown. If I tilt my phone, landscape, then it will flip over into landscape mode. A bit more limited on layout. As far as I can tell, there's no real option to change how the layout looks. One of the things you can do though, if you click on each of these cameras, then you can either go full screen to see that particular camera instantly. You can go view, which seems to do the same kind of thing. And the other thing you can do is switch. So that just means you can change, for this position, you can change what camera it is that's being shown. So you can, like I say, you can double them up if you really want to. You can't undo one, I don't think. But yeah, so less options, but for a mobile form factor, it kind of makes sense that's what you can do. And there's still a decent level of customization there as well. Alright, thanks very much for watching. Just a short one, just wanted to cover off that stuff around live view and see how it looks on the desktop and in mobile applications. If you've got any other specific questions, feel free to add them into the comments, either here or the one for the review. I keep an eye on the comments, and if there's enough interest, then more than happy to do other kind of videos like this, just homing in on sort of specific areas. Thanks very much for watching.